بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين وصحبه المنتجبين. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The Quran is the holy book of Islam, and Muslims place great importance to memorize and recite its verses. As a result, Quran competitions are held worldwide to encourage and celebrate the memorization and recitation of the Holy Quran. These competitions can range from local, region, and international levels in the events. The general rules and format of the competition are vary depending on the organizers and the levels of the competition. However, some common elements are typically included in most of the Quran competitions. For example, memorization. In Quran competition of the memorization, the Holy Quran, competitors will be judged on their ability to recite the Holy Quran and the verses by heart. They must have memorized a specific portion of the Quran, usually several chapters, parts, whole the Holy Quran. The quality of memorization, full compliance with the tajweed rules, correct places on pauses and restarting the recitation will effectively win the competition. Recitation. Competitors will be judged on their ability to recite the Holy Quran from the book within a proper focusing on pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm. There are three types, as was most of the people at the site know, there are three types of the ways to recite the Holy Quran: tahqiq, tahdir, and tadwir, which is sometimes called tartil as well. Tahqiq, all these type of recitations are depending on the voice of this speed of the recitation. Tahqiq, which is the slowest speed of the recitation, and the advantage of this recitation, the reciter can focus better to implement the rules of tajweed, which they are very important, and better for pronunciation, and the focusing on meaning, and apply this meaning in their recitation. Tahdir, which is depending on the speed and the highest speed of the recitation. In tahdir, the reciters, and the advantage of this recitation, they can recite more in 1 hour, for example, a specific time. But the disadvantage of this recitation, they will have more mistake in their recitation. Some of the reciters, actually. And the third type of the way of the recitation is tadwir or tartil, which is moderate in their speed and better and very recommended to recite the Holy Quran, which is we have a verse in the Quran, وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا. The reciter of these recitation, they can focus better and apply most from the rules of tajweed and understanding the concepts of the Quran better and more familiar. In the Quran competition, scores of tajweed and focusing on tajweed, which is refer to the rules of recitation of the Holy Quran, competitors are expected to apply these rules correctly when reciting the Holy Quran in the competition, so can make more scores in the recitation and win their competition. Other aspects in the Quran competition are pausing and restarting the recitation. In Quran competition, there are generally two main categories of the pausing and starting recitation. The first one, pausing or starting during the recitation, within the verses. And the second one, pausing and restarting the recitation between the verses. All of them should be focusing on the importance of where to start and where to stop and pause the recitation and how to start. The other aspects in recitation and the competition of the Holy Quran, voice and melody. In Quran competition, certain rules applies to voice and melodies of the recitation. These rules are meant to ensure that their recitation are accurate, clear, and beautiful. The reciter's voice should be clear, audible, and measured. The reciter should not shout or whisper in their recitation. The voice should not crack or falter. The tone of the voice should be moderated, so the audience people who are listening to your recitation and the judges panel, they can score better and they can understand and focus better on their judgment. Melody, the recitation of the Quran should be done with proper tajweed rules of the Quran recitation and annotations, which is tajweed, is set of regulation governing better how the Quran is recited in pronunciation, focusing on the some rules which is like ghunna, which is very helpful to change the melody and to go from one tune to other tune, or maybe idgham, ikhfa, idgham, and the other elements of the tajweed rules. The other important elements in the Quran competition, in main Quran competition, for the judgment is time limit. Competitors are usually given a specific time limit to recite their portion of the Holy Quran. If they exceeded the time limit which is given by the judge in the beginning of their recitation, they may receive a penalty or lose score or marks. The other elements of the competition, which in our most of competition, like our competition, is Quranic concepts. As we know, understanding the verses of the Quran, of the Holy Quran, will affect our view to the life and give us very nice and better lifestyle. And divine and spiritual lifestyle, which now in our competition we have given, we gave some verses. I want to choose some verses from the Holy Qur'an. The competitor can recite and memorize the verses and understanding the verses and answer all the questions which is given by the judges. And the other elements of our competition is Quranic drawing. The competitor, when they look at the verses which is given by the organization, they can imagine and understand better from the Holy Qur'an. According to their imagination, they can draw whatever they understand from these verses, and the judge will give the marks and scores to this drawing, and they can give maximum three drawing for each, or for different verses, or for each verse. The last elements of the competition is awarding. Prizes are usually given to the competition winners, including cash, certificate, trophies, or other gifts in specific days, or maybe in the same day. Very important note here. It is important to note that the Quran competition are not just about memorizing or reciting the Holy Quran. The competitors are the families. They also serve a platform to promoting Islamic values and encouraging the youth to learn about the Islam and its teaching. I welcome all the families and brothers and sisters to these competitions. I think that's enough explanation about the competition. Wassalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. May Allah accept all your amal and give us tawfiq to understand the Quran, to have a best and better lifestyle according to the Quran, and to read the Holy Quran on the days, on the nights, and the nights in every month. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.